How is it going, ladies and gentlemen? I am bringing you some more Last of Us gameplay on the map Checkpoint, I think it's called. Some more supply rush or supply raid, whatever it's called, gameplay. It's pretty cool. Honestly, I've been loving this lately. I haven't been playing much COD, or I haven't touched Battlefield in ages, but to be honest, this is my go-to shooter at the moment for multiplayer gameplay. And the class I'm running in this particular gameplay is like a support type thing. I've got like a semi-auto assault rifle with a suppressor. Got the pistol as my secondary, I think. And by the way, the perks, there's a whole sort of perk system to this game, which I'll explain in a sec, but the perks I've got are, one is for healing, so I can heal teammates, and one is for crafting items at a higher speed, which is always nice. So, overview of the multiplayer. My last sort of multiplayer video on this was a bit sort of like a jumble of random me saying stuff and then me not knowing what I'm doing because it was one of my first gameplays, but I feel like now I can give some sort of coherent explanation and description of what the multiplayer is like. So, you choose one of the factions to play as. I think it's irrelevant which you pick, but the whole idea is it's two factions against each other and you're always with your faction against the other one, so I guess it determines which players you get matched up with. Like, you want to be on, if you're playing with a friend, you both want to be on the same thing, I guess. I don't actually know if that's how it works, but point is, I've chosen the hunters here, so I'm against the fireflies. And what you want to do is, the whole like custom class thing you've got, it's like a 10-point system, like the Black Ops 2 system to start with. Only stuff isn't worth one individual point for each thing, so everything is worth a different value. So for example, the pistol you get for free, that doesn't cost any points. The assault rifle, single fire assault rifle by itself costs 2 points, but if you want to put a silencer on it, which doesn't affect the range or the damage, it only makes it so you don't appear on the radar, obviously. Right there, uniform. That is, by the way, that guy had a Molotov. I was definitely not hanging around there. It's 4 points if you want the silencer, so takes up a pretty big chunk of your points, but can definitely work out at times. I think I've changed it for a different perk instead now, but yeah, whatever. I mean, the perks are really interesting, by the way. There's quite a few perks to choose from. There's no like tiering system of perks. You can have whatever perks you want. And there's 4 perk slots to choose from. So you can have as many or as little perks as you want, as many or as little guns as you want. And like I said, the perks I got on here are the healing one, and, you know, it lets me bandage up my teammate here. And the crafting one. Alright, good to go. By the way, with the perks, they come in different tiers, so you might have the base level of perk, like base healing perk is... That was a terrible Molotov throw. The base level of healing perk is that you can heal yourself faster with medikits, which is pretty helpful. But level 2, now that costs, I think, 3 points to use. 2 or 3 points to use. But then if you want to go to the next level of the healing perk, that costs 1 or 2 more points to equip. And it gives you the ability to heal up teammates, and then the next stage after that you can heal them up faster, which is always nice. Here I get hit by smoke bomb, which is essentially how you stun enemies and try and get close to them, I guess. Marking is a huge mechanic in this game. I didn't realise when I first played, but always mark people out. You press down the R3 stick and you mark them if you're aiming over them, like in Battlefield, I guess. And there are perks that help out the marking and help protect you from it, so I don't know if I have the perk equipped on this class, probably not, but there's a perk called Eagle-Eyed or something, Eagle Vision, and what it does is, the first level of it gives you extra mark time when you mark someone. The second level is probably my favourite perk in the game. You mark them, it makes like a red outline, so, you know, when they go behind walls and whatever, they're still marked out. By the way, that little downed enemy thing in the corner there, that was my bomb, baby! Yeah, boy! Let's go. Put down a little spike bomb earlier on, and someone ran into it, which is nice. So like I said in the previous video, the crafting thing is still a big mechanic in this. In fact, probably more of a big mechanic than in the story mode, but you find these little supply caches lying around, the little white target symbols around. When you open them, you get, I think it's randomized how many supplies you get from each one, although the second one always seems to give you more for some reason. But basically, you get supplies from that. Like, if you're low on ammo, it might give you ammo for your gun, but more often than not, it'll be like raw ingredients like duct tape or pair of scissors or whatever. And then it's up to you how you want to use those ingredients, pretty much. So the items, I think, are, yeah, pretty much the same as in single player, although I don't know if smoke bombs stun them in single player, but that's probably the main use for smoke bomb in this. It also allows you to get shiv kills from the front, which is always funny. The shiv is used just for assassinating people from behind. It's like an insta-kill, but you have to get them from behind, otherwise it doesn't do anything. And you can still upgrade melee weapons, like you can find a plank of wood and then attach a pair of scissors to it, which is an insta-kill. Which, by the way, is probably one of the most effective ways to take people down. I think it's an insta-kill unless they have body armor. Now, I'll come on to body armor in a sec when I talk about the currency system, but yeah, all the upgraded weapons, like the Molotov, is incredibly useful. I think it ignores armor, so... Well, if you hit them directly, it's an insta-kill, even if they have full armor, which is pretty nice. And then you've got... What else is there? Oh yeah, the bombs. You can either throw the bomb as like a grenade, or just lay it down like this guy obviously did and nearly killed me. Lucky, the armor saved my ass, so I can heal up and just wait here a sec. I think in a minute it comes up to a really stally part, so I'm going to speed it up quite a bit. But with the currency system, you can see in the bottom left, there's two little counts there, I guess. One's the green one, that's the little cog. That is your in-game currency. You use that to buy ammo for your guns, or I guess some classes you can choose to have a purchasable weapon open as an option, like a shotgun or a flamethrower. Or you can use it to buy body armor. Body armor, I definitely recommend anyone who's playing this, try and buy body armor before anything else, before any weapon upgrades or purchasable weapons, whatever. Body armor is pretty damn good, let me tell you. It will last X amount of hits, protecting you from like 50% damage or something. And then it'll break eventually, and then you can buy some new armor and whatever, but honestly, it's a real sort of momentum thing. When you get your armor, you can get a lot more kills and then rack up the points more quickly. This guy was going to get a melee weapon to the face, but he ran away. You lucky boy! Lol, not really, he's just there. Melee this guy in the back. Boom! Gotta love that scissor plank kill. But then, if you... Like with the body armor, buy that. Buy your purchasable weapons. But the upgradable weapons is also a pretty nice feature. You can buy, like, you can choose to upgrade one of your weapons to level 1. And then for a bit more money, upgrade to level 2. Which basically improves, like, the power, the clip size, the reload time. Pretty much everything, really. So I think in a sec I upgrade my... I've already got my assault rifle to level 2. Pistol's level 1 at the moment, as you can see by the little arrow indicators, but that is something I definitely recommend if you have the spare cash. Upgrading something like a hunting rifle or the shorty shotgun is definitely pretty damn good. So, along with that, you've got the little, like, blue cans of beans symbol down the bottom. Now, it took me a while to realise this, but that's supposed to represent food. Food which is needed to keep your little clan alive, I guess, your little army of survivors. It keeps track of your own little army of survivors independently for each player, so according to that, I have 25 people in my little group, and for each round, I need to collect at least 25 worth of food to keep that clan at current strength. So if I get more, it sort of expands the clan. If I get less, it shrinks the clan, they start to get hungry or sick or whatever. And eventually they shrink down, they die, so... Essentially, that is pretty much a representation of your rank, and I think it resets every time you get to so-called week 12, which is, I don't know, X amount of games, but it's a pretty cool system. That is how it determines your rank, how it matchmakes you with people, so just gonna heal up here with that lovely, lovely healing perk. Craft a little bomb, and as you can see the crafter thing appearing there, every time I craft 2 or 3 items, I forget which it is, I can give a little gift to my teammates. That's very nice. Get me them extra bonus points. So the support role, I definitely recommend it. You don't really need a silencer on this, to be honest. You may as well save the perks for something else, but... I mean, look how many points you can get just from healing up allies, reviving them, giving them gifts, whatever. It's pretty damn good. 14-0, 5 executions, 3 revives, not too shabby. They didn't all die, but whatever, we had more survivors, we won. So I hope you all enjoyed this gameplay. Let me know if you want to see more, and if you got the game, definitely give the multiplayer a try. Single player is awesome, of course it is, but the multiplayer is just, as a subscriber put, the icing on the cake. So, hope you all enjoyed, and with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.